Hi, I'm Joan from Woman of the Woods Adventure Tours, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about our sleep system and what we use when we're out winter camping. Whether we're sleeping in our teepee, our tarp structures, or out in our tent, it's all the same. We use the same system throughout. The base of our system is the floor of our structure. We start out by putting down on top of the snow just your basic poly tarp. These can be picked up at any hardware store. The one we use is a 9 by 12, and we just use it and put it down on top of the snow layer to act as a waterproofing layer on top of that snow. On top of that, we'll put down a reflective blanket. The one we use is a 5 by 8 blanket from Colligan's. It's a heavier weight emergency blanket than what your normal Mylar blankets would be. This one's going to have a little bit more. This one has a little bit more substance to it, so it's going to hold up to some more rugged use than what your thin Mylar blankets would. The reflective layer helps to reflect back some of that radiant heat that your body's producing that would be lost into the ground. It's going to help reflect it back up into your structure and help keep you warm. On top of those two layers, we put down either a wool blanket or a felt-filled moving blanket. Either one is suitable, whatever you can get your hands on to use. What it's going to do is it's going to produce an air pocket layer that's going to help retain some of that radiant heat and reflect it back into your structure. For the sleep system itself, we begin with another layer of reflective pad. We use a car windshield reflector pad as the base layer. That again is going to reflect any radiant heat back up into your sleep system and keep you warm. On top of that, we put down just your standard closed cell foam pad, and that's your insulation and your cushioning layer that's going to help you sleep through the night. For the sleep system itself, we start with an oversized, lightweight summer sleeping bag. That's an over bag. We use a North 49 Microlight 120 summer sleeping bag. This is an oversized bag. You don't want to use a regular size bag. You want an oversized. Otherwise, you're going to compress the loftiness of your down bags too much if you use a small bag. So try and get an oversized sleeping bag. This one is rated probably to about plus 15. Doesn't really matter. It weighs about a pound. It's polyester filled, so it's quick drying, and it packs up in a very small little ball. So it's nice and light to carry along. It protects your bag from any spills, moisture dripping off your tent, etc. It's going to help protect your down system, which is an important thing. You don't want to have wet down in the winter or at any time. The core of our sleep system, we use the Canadian Military Extreme Cold Sleep System. And what that consists of is a double layer of down bags, and they're rated by the Canadian military down to -40. Between your over bag and the down bags, we use another closed cell foam pad. This one is a Thermalrest Z-Lite. It does have some reflective properties, which is going to, again, reflect some of that body heat back up into, and it's going to provide some more insulation and cushioning for you. And then your final layer will be the top cover of your over bag. With this system, we've slept down to -38, no problems, and been toasty warm. I hope that answers some questions for you and gives you a little insight into what kind of sleep system you should be trying to develop. And I thank you for viewing our video, and I hope you subscribe to our channel in the future, and I hope to